Fucking yeah, man. He's mad. Fucking rage quit.
That nigga need to work on his character more.
Right?
So he can get him better. Like all he gotta do is grind some fucking shit, man. Get some gold. Like honestly, I doubt he's got gold shit.
Nah, he got all gold gear.
I don't believe him. Straight
Yeah,
up.
that's true. That's true. Just because he said, I mean, he gotta have it.
Either that or he just don't know how to use his character. One of the two. Because I mean, like no offense to him, he's not very good.
Yeah, his logic
I'm not. I'm not
don't
even.
be
I'm not
where
even
it's
trying to
supposed to
be
be
big.
at.
Yeah, maybe he does got gold gear, but his strategy, you know what I mean? He's not very like strategic when it comes to shit. Especially on a sword, you really gotta know what you're doing to be like
Yeah,
effective at all.
yeah, definitely.
You can't just
Cause
run around and fucking wing shit. You know what I mean?
I've been thinking about making my sword fucking magic base again. What you
Yeah,
think?
I don't know. I mean, it's better off as a like just the
Damn.
fact that just the fact that it's a Nord. You know what I mean? Like you know how I am. I like to match my race up to something that makes sense.
All right.
I think it got decomposed. Damn, yo, red took that shit mad quick. Dude, that's how I know there's a big ass there. I'm about to head down to the outpost. See how many
Yeah.
fucking reds are recharged.
You want a skull?
Yeah. There's
Hey,
no
I'm gonna do a
Nothing.
crew meeting real quick.
Let's
Hey,
come
guys,
fuck
I'm
you.
gonna leave this chat. I'll talk to you guys in a little. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little while. I gotta do a crew. Alright. Hey, can you hear me pretty good? Can you guys hear me pretty good or no? Yo, where'd Squall? Where'd Squall? Where'd Squall? Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me really good? What about now? Okay, hold on, let me try to adjust something. Let's see here. Can you hear me better now? A lot better? Okay. This is just a couple more things. Okay, I think I'm ready. Alright, here we go. Give me a second. Give me a second here, guys. Oh, for the love of God, I don't want that fucking messaging. Did you see a crew message tick pop up? Okay. One second, guys. I'm getting everything situated here. Alright, here we go. Give me another second here. So. Okay. Let me just adjust my chat settings. Alright, everybody ready? I'll give it a few more minutes here for people to join. Well, I was just gonna wait and see if anybody else joined. You can always click the link later to watch what happened in the crew meeting. Alright. So, basically, the crew meeting today, you'll be able to watch it on our YouTube, on our Facebook, or you can go to Rockstar and click the link. For anybody that missed it, know anybody that wants to watch it, that's where you can find the link, 3 different places. And one thing we're going to talk about is stress management. One, really, can everybody hear me? GTA Dominic, can you hear me? Who else is in the lobby? Anyone else? Can you guys send me a message if you can hear me? Good and stuff? Okay.
What's cooking? Let me know.
Basically, I just wanted to share a concept with you guys when it comes to stress. I know that a lot of people deal with a lot of things in life. Life can be very stressful. I've been through a lot in my life, I can tell you that. So no matter what you're going through in life, you can always get through it. Just gotta be headstrong. So one thing that I think you can do to
You're looking good.
make this mean a little bit more to you is if you go in the kitchen and grab yourself a glass and fill it up halfway with water and come back. It'd be a little bit more, otherwise if you don't feel like doing that, you can just kind of pretend you did it. But if everybody goes and grabs a glass of water from the kitchen, fills it up halfway with water, and come back, sit down or whatever, I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and then I'll start off with the concept. This concept will help.
Hi there.
Will help everyone, and if you know anybody that's dealing with stress, whether it's work related, personal related, or both. This is a very good concept to help you with that.
Sorry, I don't got time
So
for
I know there's a lot of people in the crew right now that are dealing with a lot of things that are going on in their personal life, and so that's why I decided to do this crew meeting. So now I'm going to just go ahead and assume everybody's got a half a glass of water sitting in front of them, and if not, you'll still get the concept by just listening. If you take that half a glass of water and you hold it out in front of you, how heavy is it? So it's not very heavy. And if I tell you to hold it out in front of you for a minute straight without putting it down, it's probably a relatively easy task. I mean, it might get a little heavy after about a minute. But if I tell you, you can hardly hear me?
Hello.
What about now, GTA fan?
You do know that I've got 2 degrees.
I'll try to adjust real quick and then I'll just start over. Just give me a second here. Okay, I've done, I think, just about everything. Let me hear, maybe I can adjust my
100%.
options. Give me a second here. Just gonna go ahead and turn everything down. Let's see here. Okay. Can you hear me better now, GTA fan? Just gonna accept this friend request real quick and check and see if I have any more. Okay, so I'm gonna start over. So basically what this crew meeting is mainly about is dealing with stress in life, and whether it's personal, whether it's business, whether it's your job, whether you know somebody that's going through a lot of stress, whether you know somebody that has anxiety issues, all kinds of things, anything like that. So if you're dealing with yourself or you know somebody that's dealing with stress, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I've been through a lot in my life, and I'm willing to share some of that with you guys here on this stream just to give you an idea. And while I was going through some of these things, while I was growing up, as a kid and as a young adult, I felt like I was the only one that had issues. I was the only one that went through some of these things, and I'll share a few of them with you real quick. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because it took me to realize that other people in this world go through the same stuff. They are maybe not the same, but similar stuff. And when I finally met somebody who's been through maybe more or the same amount of stuff that I've been through, I kind of felt a little selfish for feeling that I was the only one that had issues in my life. But I'll share a little bit of them with you now. When I was young, my mother was a drug dealer, and the door got kicked in when I was about 11 or 12. SWAT team, guns in my face, my little brothers and sisters' face. I didn't know they were SWAT. They were, dressed head to toe, so I got a little beat up trying to protect my family. I didn't know they were cops. My mother got thrown in prison, what I thought was for life without parole, but she did getting out, and she's doing better now. She's sober. She's got a good life and a good job. My father died, and all this happened by the time I was even 17 or 18 years old. And the reason why I'm telling you, like I said, I can relate to just about anybody on anything, and this isn't the only thing I went through in my life. My first job I ever had, I was 14 years old, and I had to get a job at Burger King, and I lied to him and said I was 15 in order to get that job, just because you legally had to be 15. Well, I was really excited when I finally turned 15 and told my manager that I was finally legally able to work there, and I got fired because I lied to them to begin with. And I did construction. And so anyways, I've been through a lot. And the reason why I tell you that, like I said, when I met a few people that have gone through, in my opinion, some worse things or even equal or whatever, is when I finally realized I'm not the only one. And that's what it took, I think, to realize, for me to start making some changes in my life. And just realize it doesn't really matter what you are going through in your life. You can make changes and decisions every single day that can either better your situation or make it worse. So if your situation is so bad that you are doing things that are self-destructive, you're just going to make your situation worse, and it's going to make it harder on yourself to climb out of that rut. But what I'd like everybody to do is just grab a glass real quick out of the kitchen, fill it up halfway with water, and come back, and then I'll just wait a few minutes for that to happen. And you know, like I said, you don't have to do it, but if you want this to mean a little bit more, I would go and do it. And then in a few more, in like a minute or two, I'll start. I don't know how I can make my mic any louder. I'm using a different mic right now than I normally do. I could change mics. Let me do that real quick. Well, I'll give you some time to. Give me a second. I'm going to change my mic. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. All right. Let me see here. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm assuming probably a little too loud now. I'll turn this down a little bit. All right, so how's my microphone level, everybody? Everybody on the stream? Yeah, I mean, I can go over to the stream, but I was basically live streaming this crew meeting so that way people on the PS3 can just watch the crew meeting on the stream, so I don't necessarily have to go to both systems. Okay. So would you like, I'm going to take a little vote. Would you like me to start over, or is everybody kind of up to speed on how far I've gotten so far on this? So I'll take a little vote with the people that are watching the stream, and I'll take a little vote with people that are in the lobby and stuff. If you guys want me to start over, I can. Otherwise, I'm just going to basically start from where I left off, which is you going to grab half a glass of water, half full, and come back. You guys want me to just continue from there? Okay. So now, if I told you to hold that half a glass of water, and this, like I said, this is based upon stress, how to deal with stress, a way you can look at stress to help you in dealing with stress, whether it's personal, business, or both. Actually, both probably. Or if you know somebody that's going through it. So now you gotta, let's just pretend, or whether or not you do or not, you have half a glass of water in front of you. I want you to hold it out in front of you and tell me how heavy it is, or just think about how heavy that half a glass of water is. It's not very heavy. If I tell you to hold it there for a minute, you probably can do it relatively easy. It's probably not too difficult for you to do that. If I tell you to hold it for 5 minutes, you probably might, be a little irritated. You probably can do it, no problem, but, you might get a little, whatever, irritated by doing that. But if I told you to hold it for 8 hours straight, that half a glass of water is going to get pretty freaking heavy after a while. And that's the same thing with stress. Sometimes you have little things that are stressing you out. They're not that big, but if you can't set that glass of water down, they will kill you. That half a glass of water will kill you eventually if you cannot learn how to set that down. So now I want you to take that concept with your personal life. You go to work and you're holding that half a glass of water as you're at work. And next thing you know, when you get to work, you got another half a glass of water with the stresses of work. So now you got 2 half a glasses of water. You're walking around all day at work with it. They're both getting kind of heavy after a while. You get off work. Yeah, you haven't quite learned how to set that glass of water down from work yet. So now you're going through your evening. You're trying to hold both of them up. So basically, the concept is to learn how to just set the glass down. You got to learn how to just set it down. It's just too heavy sometimes. You know what I mean? So that's just basically the concept I wanted to share with you guys, and I think that might help a lot of you dealing with some of your stuff. And that's basically all I have for you on that, other than, you know, if anybody has anything else they want to add, any questions, you know, anything like that, if they feel like they missed something, I can repeat it. But other than that, that's it. And we can carry on with other things if you'd like. Some strategy, some ways to combat some of these people that play like pussies.
Yep, that's something need help with it, maybe. It's 2 on 2. Alright. Oh no, fuck, I spawned that.
So yeah, that's basically it. And if you missed it, you can always go back and watch it. I posted a link on Rockstar. I posted a link on Facebook. Basically now I'm just going to start teaching people some tactics. And keep in mind, some of these tactics are going to be a little bit different on the PS4 than they are going to be on the PS3. There are a little bit of things on the PS3 that just aren't quite the same on the PS4. But for the most part, you'll be able to still use these tactics that I'm about to show you. So a lot of you guys probably know some of these things. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just need to practice them a little more. But so first off, I'm going to invite some people here, and we're going to go and we're just going to get right into it. We're going to go and we're going to do some combat. And I'll kind of tell you what I'm doing as I do it, kind of thing. So, and like I said, I'm just going to kind of explain to you. I would come, but I have to go to the house. It's okay. Ronnie, just go ahead and just watch the link later, whenever you can. I'm already done with what I wanted to talk about. So, you know, I've only been streaming for less than a half an hour. You know, you'll be able to just get the concept that I was trying to show everyone by watching the stream later. So anyways, am I in passive mode? No, okay. But alright, we're going to get right into it now. We're just going to go and we're going to start fighting some people, and I'm going to kind of teach you some tricks. I'm going to explain to you a few differences of the PS3 compared to the PS4, so then you can kind of decipher you know, what works for you and what doesn't. Oh, is anybody in my apartment wants me to pick them up? Oh, I'm going to land on the roof. So the differences between the PS3 and the PS4, just in case anybody doesn't know, is like passive mode, for instance. If you're in passive mode on the PS3, you know, you can still die when you get in a vehicle. You can still get ran over by vehicles. You can still get chopped up by propellers, whatnot. On the PS4, they changed things a little bit. Basically, if you're in passive mode, you become basically transparent. And I'm sure you're going to witness that as soon as us four go and start fighting people. They're going to go in passive, and I can kind of show you that in person. But so then what I'll do is I'll teach you some ways that you can kill somebody in passive mode on PS4, even though they've done that. And I'll also teach you kind of how to fight somebody who you're a little frustrated with, because, you know, they fight like a fucking bitch. So we're gonna go into the heart over here, and there's about 5 people over here. But you know, first I have to adjust my volume on my game. I turned it all the way down because I wanted you guys to be able to hear what I was saying. So I'm gonna fly over here, and I'm gonna turn the volume up on my game so I can hear when people are locking on my helicopter and shooting at me and whatnot. So. Oh yeah, and Ronnie, I know that already, bud. But thank you. So one tip that Ronnie wanted to mention, and this is something that is on the PS4 and it's not on the PS3, is when you're fighting people and you're trying to snipe people,
you're gonna want to when you're trying to snipe people, you're gonna want to go in first person, and I can show you that in a minute here, because when you're in first person and you're strafing back and forth, you're gonna move a lot quicker. So why don't we go right down in here? We see a crew member, and he's already looks like he might have just died from some people there. So we're gonna go right in there real quick.
How can I be of service? I can do it briefly.
Oh fuck, I missed. Did you get him? Nice, good job. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Well, I knew that was probably gonna happen. Now it's time to fight. So, first tip, first person. Sniping. You move back and forth so much quicker. See that? Strafing back and forth? When you're in first person. That's the first tip. So when you're fighting somebody, go in first person. Move back and forth so they can't shoot you as easy. So it looks like that's a crew member right there. There's a guy right there. Oh shit. Okay, apparently I got ran over by a car and then somebody shot me. So now we'll do marksman. See how I'm moving back and forth? Makes it very difficult to shoot me. I think somebody's shooting me from over there. I didn't see him. So now when I'm moving on a guy, probably going to want to come out of first person. I usually use a special carbine. Oh, where was he at?
I got you, sorry. Wasn't me, my bad.
Oh, you shot me? The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck is this game even? This motherfucker's glitching like a son of a bitch.
I don't know, he's laughing crazy. Sorry, Nick.
Literally can't even hit him. This guy is so bad.
I was low on health, so I killed myself. So another tip, when you're in combat, you generally don't want to roll first. You're going to want that guy to roll, but I can see these guys are kind of out of range, so I'm going to switch to first person, get into my marksman rifle. Some people prefer the heavy sniper, which is fine. As you can see, I have my expanded radar on, so I can see when somebody's rolling up on me at 100 miles an hour and trying to freaking kill me. Oh, look at this guy shooting rockets.
One of those same guys earlier.
Oh, fuck. Just getting lit up by the cops. That guy was... The only thing that was visible on that guy was his head.
Yeah, glitch.
Alright, we'll go over here. There's more guys over here. So also another thing I would recommend is putting on a helmet. Some body armor. I don't have any, fuck it. Switch back to first person.
You know, I just saw that glitch. It's on this game. Just one. That's all back. That's all back, really.
Ooh. That guy had body armor on. I will order that car too. Show you guys the new car. We'll customize it.
You want to put power plate
Maybe.
I played it yesterday. It's actually really fun.
Alright, Ronnie. Sounds good. So here, it looks like I got a second here. I'm gonna order that new car and show you guys that.
It's damn fast, right?
Assuming it's in legendary. The Grotti. Or the X80 Proto. New car on the PS4. I don't know. One of my properties is empty. There we go. So for everybody that's joining the stream a little bit later, if you want to watch the stream from the beginning, you'll see the concept and stress management. Okay, I'm gonna order that car. I gotta send a message to a crew member here. It keeps trying to get me to join him. Alright. I'm gonna order my car, show you guys that. Well, thank you, Eddie. Appreciate that. Think.
Yep, I'm passing load now. I'm done.
Ah, okay, you're not gonna die in a shot to the motherfucking shotgun then if you all fucking missed the collateral.
I'm gonna kill myself and order my car.
Oh hell no.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around.
Everything you did.
Okay, I got
I need to get out of here, man. What the hell?
Like that's the car, it's barely. I've heard the best in law.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I got some mercenaries coming after me.
Doesn't even make sense.
Here's the new car that they just came out with. Go customize it. Well, I'll give you a hint on how big my cock is there, buddy. I call it the angry inch. All right. And that's when it's angry. Missed the mod shop. Alright, if you just give me a few minutes, I gotta go flip some food that's out on the grill, and it'll just take me a second. I'll be right back.
This car so 1.7 million dollars.
Fucking idiot.
Alright, now we customize the new car. You see there's 19 modifications you can do.
want it raw. That was 3 fucking shots and didn't die.